It's official. Trump Travel Ban 3.0 has taken effect. Donald Trump overnight signed a presidential proclamation banning travel from 12 countries across the world and restricting travel from a whole host of other countries. The restrictions completely block travel from the following 12 countries: Iran, Afghanistan, Burma, Chad, the Republic of the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. It further limits entry from several other countries, including Burundi, Cuba, Laos, Sierra Leone, Togo, Turkmenistan, and Venezuela. It's not entirely banned from those countries, but it is being limited. This will be challenged in court. It comes just 1 year before the United States is scheduled to host the World Cup, 3 years before the United States is scheduled to host the Olympics. With these travel bans in effect, teams and athletes may not be able to attend these ceremonial games either next year or in 3 years, and their fans certainly will not be able to as well. Before I continue, please consider subscribing to my Substack by clicking the button below or sending a one-time donation to Aaron Parnas via Venmo. Your support is invaluable and allows me to continue doing this work. Today, the United States government announced that 247,000 individuals filed for unemployment benefits last week, marking the highest level in 8 months. This figure surpasses economists' expectations of 235,000 jobless claims, signaling a potential bad downturn for the labor market. Donald Trump has ordered an investigation into the actions taken during Joe Biden's presidency, specifically the use of the Autopen. He specifically cited Joe Biden's alleged cognitive decline in this presidential memorandum. Following the order issued by Donald Trump, Joe Biden issued the following statement: "Let me be clear. I made the decisions during my presidency. I made the decisions about the pardons, executive orders, legislation, and proclamation. Any suggestion that I didn't is ridiculous and false." Donald Trump further issued a proclamation suspending the entry of international students and exchange visitors intending to study at Harvard University, stalling all new admissions under F, M, and J visa categories for Harvard-bound students and exchange visitors effective immediately. The Trump administration is planning to shut down the TSA program dubbed Quiet Skies, which monitors travelers for potential security threats, but has drawn some criticism lately for invasive and inconsistent screenings. The Trump administration has done this after Tulsi Gabbard, the director of national intelligence, previously complained for being put on the Quiet Skies list while she was after she was running for president as a Democrat, and then when she became a Republican. The Trump administration announced that it will be revoking guidance that required hospitals to provide emergency abortions when necessary to stabilize a woman's health. Issued in 2022 after the Supreme Court's Roe versus Wade ruling, or the Dobbs decision, the guidance aimed to protect abortion access in critical medical emergencies. Chinese President Xi Jinping and Donald Trump have spoken today for the first time in nearly a year about trade talks, as trade talks between the two nations have effectively stalled. The Trump administration has delayed and censored parts of a government report that projected a rise in the U.S. trade deficit in agricultural products later this year because it conflicted with the administration's narrative that its economic policies, and specifically its tariffs, are helping to reduce trade imbalances between the United States and foreign nations. A federal judge has ordered the Trump administration to give hundreds of migrants sent to the CCOT facility in El Salvador the right to seek habeas corpus relief and challenge their detention under the Alien Enemies Act, providing them sufficient due process even if they are no longer in the United States. Another federal judge has ordered the Trump administration to stop immediately dismantling the Job Corps program, a long-standing federal initiative that provided vocational training to low-income youth across the country. A 22-year-old with little experience, Thomas Fugate, is now leading the Department of Homeland Security's Anti-Extremism Center under Donald Trump. Just last year, he was working in a grocery store and graduated from UT San Antonio. He also previously worked as a neighborhood gardener. U.S. officials are warning travelers about a troubling trend involving dating apps. According to the U.S. mission to Mexico, the Consulate General in Guadalajara has verified multiple cases in which American citizens were kidnapped after meeting individuals through dating apps. These incidents have taken place in recent months in the areas of Puerto Vallarta and Nuevo Nayarit. A federal judge has struck down a long-standing Texas law that allowed undocumented college students to pay in-state tuition. Florida Atlantic University, my alma mater, is being considered as the potential site for Donald Trump's presidential library. I'll tell you this, if Florida Atlantic University becomes the site for Donald Trump's presidential library, I, for one, will no longer be donating to my alma mater. And the Trump administration has complied with a court order to bring back a Guatemalan man that was wrongfully deported to Mexico, facilitating his return back to the United States of America. That's all the news right now. If you want to support my work, subscribe to my Substack or send a one-time donation to my Venmo to Aaron-Parnas, and I'll see you this evening.